So, welcome to Salesforce Course Demo presented to you by the professional guru. Today, we are going to see why we have to learn Salesforce, what's its importance, and like what are the jobs out there if you learn the Salesforce course, and how will be the Salesforce course training, the duration, and the methodology we follow, and what are the projects we do, and all those stuff. So today, in the real world, for every business, it's very important to manage all those business and like track all those things in a very easy manner. They should not. It should not include much of a software programming like that. It should be very just easy, a manageable things where a non-technical person also can do those stuff. So every company is like going for it. So Salesforce is an CRM based application which is like now I think 25% of the market CRM market share is for Salesforce, and like it's like growing and growing, and like nowadays they are going into this they are into this cloud services, and like everyone is like interested into this cloud services. Like if you see the Salesforce, you have the sales cloud, service cloud, you have custom apps, you have app exchange. So like you can do lots sorts of things with the Salesforce. And one of the big good thing is like any like non-technical or a non-programmatical background person also can start career in the Salesforce, because as a starting to this career of the Salesforce, they no need to have much of an OOPS concept like programmatical background like that. Say, so they can easily fit into this thing. So once if you learn this Salesforce, everything is good. You have learned this for like 2 months or like 3 months. What if I don't have jobs? So anyway, like everyone needs jobs, right? So like and the main purpose of taking any course or like doing like learning any new technology is like to change up the career or like to get better pays and all, right? So if you see the Salesforce job demand in US is like very much high when compared to other countries. So it's like 85,000 jobs are there. Like they are like more of a job postings, and like nowadays, right from a very small company to a very big company, and they want some CRM application that has to be built out for their business running. Without the CRM application, they cannot move out at all. So it's a very important thing. If you see like once if you learn this, there are jobs. What if they gave only 50K for it? It doesn't work out for anyone. So everyone needs money to pay the bill. So like if you look at the Salesforce, like rough salaries, like I took as an like Boston as like one example, like how are the salaries and different roles. You can go in as an CRM development engineer or like CRM engineer, Salesforce engineer, Salesforce developer, Salesforce senior developer. Like there are different names to it, but like you do the same Salesforce development. If you are a very experienced person and if you are in the admin side or Windows admin side or like system admin side, then the your thing will be on the Salesforce admin. But as of this batch, we'll continue with the Salesforce development. So that will be the thing. So there is a good pay rate for it, good salaries, and very good demand for the Salesforce. So it's worth to try it out with the Salesforce. So if you see what is the classification of number of jobs for each CRM roles. So as we discussed, like we have different kinds of roles: CRM developer, CRM consultant, CRM admin, CRM, I mean like Salesforce tester, engineer, manager. So the more number of jobs are for the Salesforce CRM developer. So here is the first step you can go in, or else if you already are in the testing mode, or like you are a tester and slowly you want to make a transition, then you can go in as an a Salesforce QA engineer, and then you like move into the CRM developer. So for all those things, you need to have a basic knowledge and like basic development. Overall view of like what is the Salesforce, what are the apps, how do you do these applications from starting till end. So you need to know the basic understanding of like what is the Salesforce and all. Then you and like coming to this course, like this course runs for like 4 to 5 weeks. In the first 4 weeks, you will be dealing with the basic foundation standards and including the exercises, many projects, and in the last 1 week, what will be concentrate is the a real-time project will be which will be explained by an highly professional CRM consultant who has done like tons of projects, complex projects. He'll be explaining you everything, and will explain you the interview basics and the resume preparation and like what's all stage, because with the first 4 weeks you'll get the foundation, and the last 1 week that will be require. I mean, the last 1 week will be useful for your interviews, for your jobs, and all, like when are we going to have these courses? Uh, like it's little bit flexible. We can have it from 9 p.m. EST. There are some people from the California, so we are trying to fit everyone in this. So more probably we'll stick to 9 p.m. EST, and we can run it for like 1.5 hours to 2 hours, and like we can have, I mean, like mostly we'll try to keep that on the weekdays so that weekends you can enjoy, or like if the people say that they have to be a mix of weekday and weekend, then also we can go, because generally in the weekend everyone has like families and they want to do their family stuff. So we try to keep that in the weekday so that you work on weekday and enjoy in the weekend. So, and the course fees is economical. We can talk about it. Don't worry about it. So that's what about the basic Salesforce demo. And if I forgot to mention, Vamsi is our trainer for this. He has like 7 years of real-time experience with the Salesforce. He's a very knowledgeable and technical person in the Salesforce. He's going to explain you in detail about the Salesforce. I mean, like what are we going to do, and like in depth of like the Salesforce and all. So if you ask me like what do I get after I pay for this training, or like before I pay, like what are the special features like we have in the professional guru is like we record each and every session and we give it back to you so that you can revisit that whenever you want to practice, or like say suppose you missed one thing, you no need to worry, we'll record each and every session and we'll upload it to a shared drive, and like you can use that and you can download that and keep it for yourself, and use that anytime. So that is one of the very good feature we are offering, where generally no other training companies do that. And we try to maintain all these sessions as interactive as possible, because it's a firstly it's an online training. We want to make it more interactive so that it's like more efficient. And the second thing is nowadays you have lots and lots of theoretical material in the net. So if you just type in Salesforce development course, blah blah blah, you will get uh, 1 terabyte of data and material, the standard material. So what we want to concentrate is what you don't get in the internet. We want to provide the real-time experience, the projects how we do, and if you have any questions, the live training, like rather than this recorded videos and like material textbooks like that. So that's our main goal. If you want to take any certification, we can give you that guidance, and we use GoToMeetings. So say suppose if you are not at home, you don't have your laptop, you can have that. You can listen to the class from your phone, your tablet, or like anywhere. So GoToMeeting, like you can just install the app, and like you can listen to the course like from anywhere. And you can access the study material from anywhere. We use SkyDrive. We have lots of space there. We dump all the study material, recorded videos, and everything to that folder, and like we will give access to you to that folder, and like you can download all the data in that folder, and like you can have, and like once if you are in that, you can have like lifetime access to that material. Or like if you want to download, you can do that. And as we use this SkyDrive, if you want to listen while you are in commute or something, you can play from the SkyDrive itself. It has an inbuilt player, I think. So like we want to make use of the latest tools where it will be useful for us and candidates too. And like we want to maintain all these trainings in a little bit corporate way, because some people are like entering into this IT world, or like they're new to this IT career, so that we want to maintain everything in a professional way, so that they get used to how we like how corporates work, and like how like once if you have any question, like we try to resolve that in a professional way, so that they get used to like the troubleshooting issues and all. So apart from the actual training, we do special things like we do IT career counseling too. Means like you are new to this IT career, or like you are fresh graduated from masters or bachelors, or like you are housewife going into this IT world. There are like 10 to 15 technologies out there. What should I pick? I don't know Java. Like can I take big data? Like, do I want to go to QA? There are like multiple questions around like where you want to jump in. So, like as we are into this, we regularly update our knowledge and expertise in like analyzing which technologies fits for like which candidates. We can suggest you based on your background and which is currently up in the market. And once you learn with this, it's the first part. The second part is like basically we help you out tracking the interviews, going into the project by taking up mock interviews. And if you are really new to this IT, we'll explain you how this SDLC cycle works, and like all sorts of things which will make you into land into a job, and will improve your confidence levels, because that's the whole point of this. Like we want to improve your confidence level going into the Salesforce jobs, and we can help you out with job search, job guidance. Ours is fully online training company focused and expertise in online training, but we have some like very good contacts who can market your resume if you wish, or like if you say I'm good at it, it's your thing. We don't have any contracts or something. So so like if you have some things like I need marketing too, we have some staffing companies who can assist you, who can do good marketing. Like we can do all sorts of things that is required to land you in a job. So apart from that, we have this referral program going on. As this is a like newly started company, like 8 months back, we want to encourage people to make them update with your technologies every time, because like it's an IT world. Like if you don't update your technologies, you are like outdated, and you'll not get a pay rise. So you have to uh, like update with the IT technology. So if you refer a friend to our company, so we offer lots of IT technologies. If you want, you can check out on our website at professional-guru.com. Like if you refer any friend, we'll give you an 15 to 20% off of your current course. So you can update your you can update your knowledge, and you can make your friends update your knowledge with the less money. So like if you have any questions not relating to Salesforce, or like if you have any questions relating to ID jobs, so just email us or like call us at the numbers in the screen or the email. So you can easily like get some like information. So we don't charge for like the basic information. So we are here to help out the candidates improve their IT knowledge, or like enhance their IT career. So if you have any questions, you can ask, or like otherwise, I will hand over to Vamsi, and like he will go in detail about the course curriculum and in detail of the Salesforce, and he will tell you why you have to learn the Salesforce, why it is important, what are the different components in it, and what like what we are going to explain in the next in the next 5 weeks. So that is what he is going to explain. If you have any questions, you can ask like in general about the training, or like I'll hand over to the trainer now. Yes. Yeah, Vamsi, go ahead and like explain about like why it is important to learn about Salesforce, its components, and the module stuff and all. Like what you are going to explain in the next 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay, sure. So I think something is getting connected or something is getting downloaded to become a presenter.
Yeah.
So just waiting for it. So in the meantime, so anyone has any idea about what a CRM is? Hello? Yeah, CRM is for client relationship.
Can you be a bit louder?
It's what client based. Okay, fine. So I'll just start off like CRM is basically what it literally means customer relationship management. So as the name says, it's a tool which helps us to maintain our relationships with the customers. It's basically a model to organize our interactions with the customers. See, when you do business, right, we kind of interact with them through phone calls, emails, whatnot, social media nowadays. So we interact, right? So it deals with those kind of setups, like mostly like how you set up your phone calls, how you interact with the customers. So it's basically a tool which helps us to interact with the customers, track the data with the customers, analyze the data, and helps us to make logical business decisions with that.
Excuse me, Vamsi.
So sales, yeah.
I'm hearing a lot
Hello?
of echo in your voice, and the like words you're saying are just getting fumbled up because of the echo.
Okay. So I'll just repeat it. Maybe if you are still getting it, let me know. Okay.
Yeah, like one thing I would like request is everyone mute. Like if you have any doubts, unmute and so that you will not have any echo noise. So echo noise can be from any of the candidates. So I see like all of them are not mute. So if you can mute so that everyone can like like listen clearly, and we can avoid like echo noises. Thank you.
Okay. So I thought everyone muted their phones. So as I said, CRM is then I can. So as I said, CRM is basically a model where you can manage your organization's interactions with the customers. Like how an organization interacts with the customers. It can be through phone call, it can be through mail. Like it can be vice versa also. A customer can interact through an organization through a phone call, through an email. Like let's say you have a computer, you got a problem. You call them up saying I have this problem. So that's the interaction of a customer with the client or an organization. So these interactions, Salesforce helps us to track all these interactions. So basically any CRM tool, not just Salesforce, any CRM tool does this. So it helps us to maintain the customer relationship management. So how it helps is like different things. Each CRM has its own way to help this. So at a high level, what CRM does is these things. So it helps us to maintain the customer tracking and all. So what makes Salesforce better, or like what makes Salesforce the go-to point? So anything from your experience or anything? So have someone has experience, so maybe you can just help others. What makes Salesforce so good in compared to other CRM tools? We have Siebel CRM, we have SAP CRM. So there are many other CRMs out there. So what makes Salesforce more effective, or what makes the business take? I mean, we go for Salesforce. We just ignore other CRMs.
I think one biggest reason is it's a cloud-based. It's transaction-based, so the clients don't have to buy any software or hardware and to maintain it.
Yes, that's one of the better reasons, I think. Yes, you're right. So what Salesforce provides is, Salesforce is like whatever your business requirement is. It's like you can have a sales department, you can have a service department. So any business, like if they sell product, right, what do? We sell them. So for that, what do? We market. So the other thing what we do is support. So once you sell your product, right, you support that product, right? So it provides a centralized solution for all these departments. Like you have a marketing department, you have a sales department, you have a service department. So Salesforce provides a centralized solution for all these departments on a cloud computing. So as you said, cloud computing means you don't need any servers, you don't need any software, anything. So it's all on the internet. So that's what makes Salesforce more go-to. Like I want to go to Salesforce because I don't need to spend my effort on servers, maintaining the servers or upgrading the servers, and you need a separate technical team for maintaining those servers. All you can do is you pay for what you use. You can concentrate on improving your apps or developing your apps. So that's what the main important thing that makes Salesforce stand out from others. So you can see my screen, right?
Actually, I am on a phone call,
Okay.
so yeah.
Okay. So anyone is having any issues for seeing my screen?
Yeah, I am on a phone call. No, I'm basically I called in. Not
Yeah, sure. Okay.
It's not a go-to meeting for me. Yeah.
Okay, fine. So basically, if you can see my screen, I just want to show the diagram. So that's the reason. So no issues. So Salesforce is a platform. Salesforce has these important things like whichever you can see in the diagram, right? It has its sales cloud module, it has a service cloud module. So apart from these things, if you want to customize, so if you want to come up with your own solution for your business needs, you can always develop custom apps. So the other good thing is it's like our Play Store. I mean, in Android you have Play Store. We have something in Apple as well. So like those stores, we have something like App Exchange in Salesforce. which is very good actually. So what this app exchange is, it consists of apps. So there are kind of free apps and there are paid apps as well. It's pretty much like our Play Store or Google, and Google, whatever stores. Like you can always purchase the apps if you, for your business needs, whatever you require. Or also there are very good free apps as well. So where you can download and you can start using them. So apart from this, Salesforce provides a lot more other capabilities as well. Like Salesforce provides reporting. It's a very good reporting tool as well. So it has dashboards. So apart from that, the current features, let's talk about the latest features. Like we have a charter API. So Salesforce one is the latest one which they have introduced in Dreamforce 2013. So what is Salesforce one like? We'll go into the details later at a later part. But these are the latest things that are happening. Like charter, Salesforce one. If you touch base about Salesforce, right? So you'll come to know more about this. Like in the coming days, you'll get to know more about this. But right now, when someone asks about what does Salesforce mostly contain, it contains these things: Sales Cloud, Service Cloud, Custom Apps, it has an App Exchange, it has Charter API, it provides you reporting, it has dashboards. There are many other lot more interesting stuff that the Salesforce does. So this is like a high-level overview of what Salesforce is. So I would like to discuss, touch base upon what we are going to offer in the coming weeks also. So basically, as Naren said, this would be more like a practical than a theory thing. Basically, Salesforce provides a very good documentation. Salesforce itself provides a good documentation. So we are not going to mostly focus on what Salesforce, like what is the theory part of it. You can always go through the documents. So we do provide you the documents as well to go through those things. So in our class, we try to maximum utilize on the
Okay.
Yeah, you can go
So
ahead.
as I was, yeah, I was just touch basing upon what we are going to teach on the coming days. So as I said, it will be more of a practical thing rather than a theory kind of thing. So we can give you exercises to do in the class itself, so we can just get along with what Salesforce is. So first initial days we will be touch basing upon the kind of UI it has. So like mostly like creating objects, fields and all those stuff. So later we will go for a good thing like a developer kind of thing. So where we will explain the Visual Force pages, Apex classes, triggers and all. So it would be more like a practical thing. So
Like Vamsi, can you bring up the course curriculum and show these are the topics I'm going to cover?
yeah, sure. Just one second.
Also, I have a question here.
Yeah.
Course more geared towards Salesforce developer or
Yeah, it's kind of more towards developer. I mean, it covers the basic things of admin as well, everything. So that you need the major things of the basics of all the things. Like what are the button clicks that we have, like the approval process, workflow rules, sharing settings. So and then on we will move. I'll just show you the course details. Maybe you'll get a clear idea of what I'm speaking.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Vamsi.
Yeah, just getting the documents. So one second. So in the meantime, if you guys have any question, you can just ask anything.
Also, the programming in Salesforce is using Apex, APEX. That would be covered mostly also.
Yes, it would be covered. Like you have how to, I mean, the classes that you write, the triggers. So we will touch base upon the slightly on the integration part as well. So the basics of it. So we don't give you a real-time integration this thing, but we'll definitely touch base upon the concepts of integration as well.
What is the, uh, the salary range for Apex Salesforce developers? hourly as well as yearly regular job.
Yeah, what is the question like with how much years of experience?
Yeah, if you take average years of experience for Salesforce developer, so what is the average hourly rate one can expect? And
Yeah.
also,
What I mean, because it depends on like what is the background experience you have. You have like 10 years of IT experience, and if you are adding Salesforce to your bucket of expertise, it's a different thing. Or like if you have 2 years of IT experience and you're going as a Salesforce developer, then it's a different thing. So it's totally a different thing. So like if you
so
are like 5 to 6 years of experience and you wants to jump into Salesforce developer, I think you can get at least of 100K in like in a city like Boston, and like you can get at least like 60 or like $70 per hour, uh, like per hour rate.
and mostly the job would be to develop or use Apex to do development and customize for a particular.
Yes, yes. And the 100K I'm talking about is basically you should have a decent years of experience before, because that will make your exposure or the technical levels like which are required for the, and you need some domain experience also, like particularly for the CRM based products.
Okay. Because in the market, it will be difficult to get people with 4 or 5 years of Salesforce developer experience, right? I mean, they're very few.
I mean, the thing is basically, I mean, it depends on.
See my screen. So this is a course which we are going to cover in the coming days. So basically, we'll start with the CRM fundamentals like introduction to CRM, understanding the technologies of CRM. We'll probably give the introduction, then start up with the workflows. So we'll go with the basics first, like SFDC additions, objects. So these are basically the basics of Salesforce, like so creating objects, creating the object model. So these are the basic kind of stuff there: roles, profiles, workflows, tasks, events. So we have different other things the system admin does. SFDC admin. So then we will move on to the advanced development, like how will you invoke an Apex, creating of classes, triggers. So basically everything this would be very practical. So we'll take a real-time this thing and then we'll give you tasks to complete the same. So we'll have a customization. So we'll take up some customization, we'll take up a company properly and we'll just work on the customization thing. So we'll give you one kind of introduction to integrations. So integrations is like a very good thing. So there are quite a few people who have a very extensive experience on integrations. So we will be touch basing upon integrations as well. And we have the Visual Force pages. So deployment, how will you do the deployment? So creating dashboards. So this is like kind of SFDC stuff. So once you join the course, you'll be getting a real understanding of what I'm speaking now. So hope everyone has an idea about MVC architecture. So what this architecture is based? So basically it's like model view controller architecture. So Salesforce follows that. So what I mean by model view controller architecture is there are three things, like one is model, one is view, one is controller. So when I say model, it's a data model. So where you will store your data. So whatever you are organizing data gets stored in a data model. So we kind of correlate with what Salesforce data model means objects. So once you get into the real this thing, right, when I show you the live this thing, you will get a better understanding of it. So those guys who have knowledge about MVC can correlate easily, So that's the thing I asked. That's why I asked you if I'm busy, I could have easily explained you. So else I will just show you the real-time scenario, so you will get a better understanding of what I speak. So once we start the classes, right? So I'll just show you the real-time this thing, so you'll get a better understanding of what I'm speaking. So since you guys don't have not much knowledge about MVC, so it doesn't make sense to speak now. Like,
I have a question.
yeah.
If a client has is using Salesforce for CRM and it has 2, 3, 4 years worth of client data with Salesforce, if it tries to move to a different CRM, does CRM help with that, or is it possible?
So you have a data residing in Salesforce. You want to move to another external system, am I right?
No, I want to move to a different CRM.
Yeah, that's what. Different CRM you want to go. That's what. No, actually we don't have anything like a button click wherein you can shift the data from one CRM to other CRM. So you need to make it like compatible data.
Oh, so which means that if you choose the CRM now, you are stuck with it because you may have data with it for so many years.
Yes, that's right. That's one of the back points for any CRM. Like if you want to move to one CRM to other CRM, basically you need to convert the data into a compatible type. Like if you can export through Excel and all, whatever that compatible type of data, you need to convert that, and then only you can do that. So RLC, there are web services APIs that are exposed by Salesforce, so wherein you can transport the data.
But that's possible,
Like using
right?
code. Sorry?
No, but Salesforce is possible to migrate your data to a different CRM in future.
Yeah, I got your point, but as I said, there is nothing like a button click or a wherein you can simply migrate it. You need to first convert it to a compatible data of the other external CRM which you are trying to migrate, then only you can do it. So the other option would be, yeah. Go ahead, please.
No, I'm fine, yeah.
Wherein you can go to classes. So this is how it will be like. You just log into URL, you get into Salesforce. So if there are something like when you click on right, so you get different things. So you see accounts, you see different things. So we'll get into these details. So I just don't want to confuse you now. So someone asked, how will I do this? Do I need any softwares or something, right? So as Naren said, yes, if you want to be a technical developer, you need to download Eclipse. But it's not a mandatory thing to have an Eclipse. So you can always do it in the browser itself. So to answer exactly, nothing is required to download. All you need is like, we'll give you the developer accounts for you. Each one of you will get one developer account. So you can always log into it and you can explore it yourself. Anyway, apart from the ones which you are saying, you can anytime log in and explore yourself. So you don't need to worry about the softwares and all actually. So it's just a login kind of thing. That's a good thing about Salesforce.
Yeah, because Salesforce
You have any,
you don't have any software, right?
yeah, you're right. It doesn't require any software or servers, anything. So it's always on the internet. So you just need to have the URL, that's it, and an internet access. So this is I mean, you will go to, I mean, I'll just show you all the steps in while we are going to the demo classes, but I just want to quickly show you how your class will be like. You ask all softwares, right? Everything you require, so you don't require anything. All you need to do is just you start typing. Like, so you just click on where your class is created. So it's as simple as that. So don't worry about the softwares and all. So any other questions you have? Hello.
What's the programming language that's being used here?
So it's for controllers, I mean for the backend logic we will use Apex. For the HTML framework, the UI that you kind of see, we use Visual Force Page. So these two are the things that we use. So if you ask about the programming language, it would be Apex. If you ask me about the front-end UI which you see, it would be Visual Force Page. So these two are the things that are used for programming in Salesforce.
So, can you give us some examples of programming a developer normally would have to do? Is it customizing of the screen, or customizing reports, or is it in an organization?
Yeah, sure. So the requirements can vary, as you know, each business has its own requirements, but at a high level what normally happens, right? They might ask you to customize based on the business requirements, mostly like the kind of interface that's see. So I don't know if you guys can see my screen or not, but let's say if you click on account, right? So you are seeing these related lists, like, I mean, what do you call it? Like it's a table. So people might want to see a different, like they don't want this interface. They want some other thing to see based upon their needs. They want like few extra buttons to be clicked. Like if I click on this, something should go like some. Let's say if you click on some button, right? Let's say any button. So let's say send email button. Let's say you have some button like send email. If you click on that, you need to send a mail copying all the accounts in your organization as an attachment. This is one requirement. So I'll just touch base upon another requirement. You have an external system like SAP or something. You want to pull the data from here and store it in Salesforce. That is other requirement. It can vary, like, I mean, it can vary depending on your business logic. So hope you get the context what I'm trying to say.
Or maybe customize the reports or dashboards?
Reports and dashboards, I mean, like it's an admin part. Like even if you see reports, right, it's just pretty much button click things. So you don't get really, I mean, there are things like customizing highly. Like, I mean, if you want to go to a different report and all, there are customizations available for reports. But most of the business scenarios, right, I mean, Salesforce itself provides a very good tool for reporting. So you don't get much on customizing reports and dashboards actually, unless until you have different business needs. So Salesforce by default provides a very good reporting. So you don't require to customize much, but most of the customizations, I mean, 85% I would say, will be like the way in which you see the data should be different, or you want some external functionalities to be added, or you want to pull data from external system. So these are the high major requirements. It's not mostly about customizing reports and dashboards. It's very less actually.
Okay. Once the organization goes live with the Salesforce implementation, after that, how much is the ongoing work for a doctor?
What is it ongoing?
After an organization goes live with a Salesforce department, what is the ongoing work for a developer after that? Is it more maintenance, or is it changing requirements, or?
Yeah, it's a mix of both actually. So whatever code you develop, right? So most of the times it will go through a rigorous testing, but nevertheless you always find defects, right? So there would be a maintenance for it. So, and as the business grows or the business evolves, you find the changes. Like previously it would cater for 100 users. As the business evolves, it might cater to 10,000 users. So the same code may not be applicable. The business kind of want to change their logic. So the change requests also do come in. So it would be when a change, I mean, more than maintenance, change requests will be a good development learning for most people. Like maintenance is like whatever code you have written, there might be some issue with it or some bug with it. But change requests are like they have a new requirement for the business. So they want to introduce new functionality either, or they want to change the way in which they operate the business. So something like that. So you get change requests. So that would be great learning as a developer. So apart from these, they kind of have external systems as well, like wherein you need to do integrations. So as a developer, it would be very challenging. As I said, for every release, Salesforce keeps upgrading its limits, changing, introducing new features. So you need to be up and running with Salesforce actually.
Okay. Now the Apex programming can be classified as what? It's a 4GL programming, or it is like a Java. Java is 3GL programming. Apex
Yes.
would probably be 4GL or 5GL programming.
It would be pretty similar to Java. If you are a Java programmer, I don't see any issues. But I mean, it's a very good, easy for them to learn actually. So basically, I was trained in Java, so I find it like it's very easy actually. It's very similar to Java. It's a hoops concept, everything. So it's pretty similar to Java actually. So even if you don't know Java, also it's not an issue. So guys who don't know Java, don't get worried or scared about it. So it's actually one or the other way, it's a good thing, because there are slight syntactical changes from Java. So you don't need to worry about those syntactical changes actually. So it's one way, it's a good thing, even if you don't know Java also. It's pretty close to Java.
So does it have all those Java concepts like object-oriented inheritance and all that other?
No, it's not like exactly similar the way in which we do with Java. It has its own forms. So there are many things that are not there. Like if it, for example, the static variable is across the threads. Like there are many different things that it doesn't have. Salesforce, it's pretty much simplified to Java actually in one way. So in Java you may need to take care of a lot many things, but in Salesforce you don't require to take that much effort or these things. So it's pretty simplified programming compared to Java. That's what from my personal experience I can say to you. So yes, there are differences between Java, like the way in which the inheritance is implemented and the way this thing is implemented. There are slight differences, but you still have those interfaces that you implement. The private classes, the wrapper classes, everything remains the same actually. So as I said, it can be a different way of implementation, but more or less the concepts are same. Like the inheritance or the polymorphism, whatever the concepts that you are talking about, it remains the same as a concept, but the way in which you implement differs.
So the productivity of a developer is much higher in the Apex programming than Java.
That doesn't depend. It can vary, right? I mean, it's not like just because it's kind of easier than Java. It's not like productivity. You can. It's like how an individual takes it perception mostly. So yes, I mean, no, I don't know if productivity can be increased or not, but for learning, yes.
No, what I mean is more can be done or achieved in less time.
Yeah, one way it's true. But as I said, it has its own this thing. So I'm just not just the positives. Like if you take the negatives, I mean not negatives actually. So if you take the other constraints while developing, right, you have something like governor limits. So wherein Salesforce restricts, boss, you can query only 2,000 records or something like that. So we'll get into those details. But there are some kind of things which you need to take care as a developer. So you can code it easily, but you need to, while taking care of these things, right, it might take good time to get a hold of all these things while developing actually.
Vamsi, hi. I have one question. This is Sivaram.
Yeah, Suram, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I am from QA background, so I don't have any programming experience, or I don't have any coding experience. So, like, should I learn any Java OOPS concept or something as a prerequisite? So before starting this course.
I mean, it's better to go through the initial concepts in online, whatever material you get. You just have a kind of idea, but it's not like a mandatory thing to have all those stuff. Like it would be, it's nice to have future. It's not a mandatory thing, I would say.
Yeah, okay. So you are saying that it's better to have some idea in the concept, all these things, right?
Yeah, like what I would say, like how you create a class, normal these things, like what is HTML. So these kind of basic things, if you have a clear idea, right, that should be fine actually. You can start off once you go, once you start doing the exercises and once you get hold of it, I think it shouldn't be a problem. Like it's not a mandatory thing, it's nice to have, like it will help you actually to correlate what I'm saying. So if someone has some knowledge, right, I can just correlate. Let's say if I say objects, right, in Salesforce if I say objects, someone from RDBS can understand what I say when I say tables. So someone can correlate to something which is prior knowledge. So Just that you just
Oh, okay.
have a nice correlation to that.
Yeah, better to have some database concepts and also hoops concepts and also some HTML concepts as well. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, just the basics, like what is a HTML. You just have a bare idea of it. That's it. That should be fine enough. But you don't need a in-depth knowledge of all those things to start.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Okay, okay. Okay, right, right. And one more thing, at the beginning, I think somewhere I missed it. Right now I'm in US. Suppose if I put like a 1 or 2 years of like experience in Salesforce, once I finish this, course to get to project. So, is it enough to get project? I mean, as a consultant in US?
Yeah, what is that question? Can I?
Yeah. I mean, suppose if I put 1 or 2 years of experience in Salesforce as a developer in the resume
Okay.
to get project, so is it enough to get
I mean,
project?
only if the resume contains 2 years of this Salesforce, you may not get the. I mean, like your resume will not be picked up. Say if you have any prior experience, and if you add these 2 years as that, then you will be definitely getting it. Or like you have to put like 5 years experience and
Okay, $50. Okay, that's okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
yep. I mean, if you want, we have some staffing companies where they can market you. It's up to you because we don't, we are into this consulting. I mean, we are into online trainings only. So we are not, we are not at all a consulting company. So we expertise in this and we concentrate on trainings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we are going to start the course from tomorrow or like day after tomorrow. Most probably at 9 p.m. EST because we have some California people.
Okay.
And it will be running for like 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay. Is it a daily class, Monday to Friday?
I mean, it depends on the. Can you all send me an email to the thing I am putting in the chat? So that are you guys all comfortable in the weekdays 9 p.m. to 9 p.m. EST to 10:30 p.m. EST? Or like you want on the weekdays? I mean weekends too. I mean a mix of weekday and weekends. So what is that we cover is like on a week we have to cover 8 to 10 hours of class.
So 8 to 10 hours of class in 1 week?
Yes, obviously. So it's gonna be approximate five classes per week. Because like if you teach more than 1.5 hours to 2 hours, the candidates like lose interest and the trainer might lose interest. So we try to keep less than 2 hours so that it can be productive. So can you all please like send the emails so that I can come back. I mean like send you the schedule and we can work it out if you want to like reschedule or like if you want to work out. Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Naren, can you send you like your email address, whatever, so that we can.
It's in the chat. It's this is my personal email, or you can send it to contact@professional-guru.com too, which is in our website.
Oh, okay.
So I'm trying to look at your email here in the chat, and let's see. I don't see it.
Uh,
Yeah, got it. nonnaprofessional@gmail.com.
yeah, I mean it's my like personal email, and like this is the corporate email. So anyone you can